So this is a nuptial flight. So it just rained really heavily a couple days ago, and you can see these black, sorry, not black, dark rover ants here. I believe I'm correct. They might be whitefoot ants, but I'm pretty sure they're dark rover ants. Yeah, they're having a nuptial flight, which basically, so they send out these winged queens here to fly into the air along with the males. I'll look and see if I can find a male in a second. And in fact, there's a male right there. It's like the same size as the others, but it has wings. And they fly into the air. They will mate, and then they will land. The males die, and then the queens rip off their wings, dig into the ground, and that's how new ant colonies are formed. In fact, I don't know if you can see. There's a queen, I believe, trying to take off over here. So yeah, this is pretty interesting thing to see, because this is how new ant colonies are formed and how they spread. So I thought this was a pretty interesting thing to see, and I thought it was pretty important to film. Just one leaf here in the front. Queen's on there. There's a male. Yeah. There's a male and a queen. These are very, very tiny ants. In fact, about that big. That's neat. And if we look along the ground, in places nearby, we'll probably be able to find queens that have already shed their wings and are looking for a new spot, as well as dying males. Yeah. By the way, these lilies, the little flower beds are starting to come up. You see, there's a queen right there. I didn't even notice it. But I was trying to show you the flower beds, of course, which are those pink things. Down there. Sorry. But yeah, I wanted to share this because I thought it was interesting. Not too many people know about this. It's not like a widely known thing how ant colonies are formed. I'll show you. So there's a male drone, I believe. Although I don't think that's official. I think it's just male ants. Yeah, male ants are actually kind of like, they just suck up energy. They're not really useful to the colony, per se. They're only used for starting new colonies. See all the worker ants there. Yeah, if I'm looking, I'm sure I'll be able to find, others. Around, I'm sure I'll be able to find some on the ground, and I'll be able to show you what happens next. This is brick, and I found down here, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a queen right there. I'm assuming it was trying to nest underneath. That has was all settled in this gap in the moss here. Where'd she go? She's down here. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna flip this back over. Oh, there's actually another one up there. I think this was a dual queen thing, because this not many species can do this, but this species of ants, the dark rover ants, can have multiple queens. So yeah, that's pretty neat. We're settled down, but I'd like to find one that's still on the go, either like flying or potentially crawling on the ground looking for a spot to set up a nest. So there's this dish here that's full of water, and you can see there are winged queens as well as males have gone trapped in the water. Males die after mating anyway, but you can see there's a queen there, and then there's a male there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spoon these guys out and onto the ground, so that way they still have a chance. small of it, but still. So up on top of this thing right here, you can actually see it rained and it accumulated on here, but you can actually see there are dead male ants on there. And it's actually very important for the ecosystem. You can see there is a live male ant right there. Oof, just getting hit by a bee. What the heck? It's very important for the ecosystem because once the male ants die and female ants don't make it and such, these will go on to, enrich the soil in places. But also, I actually got one on me. Just flew off. But also, of course, predators will eat them, and etc. And overall, it is an interesting event for the ecosystem because suddenly, also, scavengers on the ground will have a lot to eat. Spiders have a lot to eat. Some of these are taken off here. Just overall, it's a very interesting effect for the ecosystem. Nuptial flight, but I think you see there are dark river ants up here gathering nectar, but not nectar, but honeydew from aphids. But there is a male down here. There's a couple other males up in here. Oh, nope. Is it? Oh, no, this is actually something different. So you can see, there are males over here, but there's also a different species of ant, the big-headed ant over here. You see the majors, and they're actually capturing and eating some of the elates from the dark river ants, which are flying tonight, in fact. Carrying one down right there. So, there are some over here, and there's dark river ants coming to get aphids there. But I think this is not an nuptial flight, but these guys are capturing elates. Particularly males. Struggling male ant. I think it's close to dying, but it's actually surrounded by a bunch of the big-headed ants nearby. In fact, you can see some of them. So I think it's probably its body when it dies, or in its weakened state, I don't know. It's probably going to be eaten by the big-headed ants and use the energy for their colony. An interesting thing, on the surface of this water, you can see all the ostracods below the water. There's a dead male ant, and of course there's more in other parts of this pond area here. And I think eventually it'll sink to the bottom and probably be eaten by various things like ostracods and turned into food for all the aquatic plant life. So that's something to think about as well. They might benefit aquatic ecosystems. Even if it's not too much, they still might to some extent. No lizard there. It's a brown animal. Don't know why I'm showing this to you, but he's so still and he's super close, so I figure I might as well. I'm not being still though, I'm shaking the camera. I think he wants me to leave though. Yeah, he definitely wants me to leave. He's acting all territorial. Still pretty neat. A little bit closer. Hey, you. I don't know how well you're seeing this, but there is like some glittiness in him right there. That's a spider web. There are male ants in it, and I know the spider is definitely benefiting. The spider itself is right there. And then our male ants. Again, you really can't see the web, but just trust me that it's there. Yeah, that was a look around my yard during this massive ant nuptial flight, and looking at what nuptial flights are, and how they're impacting the ecosystem around me. So yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.